guys, remember Superset here, back again with another deck for you guys. This time it's going to be kind of a low-cost type of deck. So I'm running just the cheapest things I could possibly run here. So I ran the archers, the arrows, the skeletons here, the spear goblins, the cannon, as well as the goblins, the freeze, and the hog rider is like my most expensive durable card, I guess you would call it. So the whole emphasis around here is just being very aggressive and not really trying to get built up on, because if we do, then we can definitely lose against that. But we definitely want to just use the hog rider potentially for this push and just use the other units supplementarily to finish the push off. And then obviously the cannon's there for defensive line. But everything's low cost, so I can cast a lot of cards quite quickly. Let's go ahead and run it down the course of a few matches here. I don't know how it's going to do. I've never done it. But it's kind of just a theory of mine. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Right, we did a little bit of damage here. Not too shabby. Right. Looking mighty fine. I do say so myself. Alright, so far it's going pretty good. I like where this is going. Placed on our defensive line again here. Alright, so it looks like all we've got to do is just keep pushing here really quick. And if we can do so, we're fine. But yeah. Building up our resources here. Here we go. It's pretty interesting how much damage I can actually do with like low cost cards though. There it is. Freeze! Yes! Bam! There it is. And that's probably game. I don't think so. Good game. So there we go. Pretty strong so far. I like that. The combos are pretty quick in succession. And then the cannon tower kind of just serves the purpose of just defending the towers while we can. Not too shabby. But let's go ahead and run this one again. We got another crown chest to get here. Oh, I forgot to set a timer on one of my chests to unlock. Good luck. Alright, we did some damage there. That's fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. go. Down he goes. That wizard is going to be a pain now. He's definitely going to get that. Ugh. Golems are definitely an issue, as we can clearly see. Good lord. Yeah, dude. This is really hard to combat this. Cries! Okay. Golems are no-no for this deck. Oh, no. Okay. We definitely gonna have to figure out how we can combat a golem there with a wizard behind him. I'm trying to figure out what we can do for that particular situation. The biggest thing for me was just the wizard. The wizard took out all my troops because I'm all low-cost cards, so the wizard is a huge counter to me. I think maybe instead of arrows, a fireball, just to kind of up it up a little bit, so we can take out the wizard when need be. Let's go ahead and try that out. So we'll see how it runs. All right, here we go. My hair's standing up back here. Good luck, guy. Good luck. We're going to fireball right here. This guy is a douche. Thanks. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Set that up. Right. The Tesla's going to be a concern for me, though. Alright, there's my Hog Rider. I knew he would do that. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Damn it. Whoa. Thanks. Thanks. You douche. Oh man, stop being an asshole, man. Bites you in the butt. That's karma, bro. That's karma. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm so glad I beat that guy. Alright, so we can see here, even the weak cards have some power behind them. You just gotta use it appropriately. They're pretty quick attacks in succession because of the low cost cards. There are some issues with it, yes, but you know, as you get better at using the deck, you'll learn how to adapt to some of the situations, some of the things you more commonly see based on your current arena standing or your trophy standing. But yeah, so I mean, it definitely is pretty strong. Definitely check it out. I would say this can run quite strong. Well, when can you get the Hog Rider? I kind of forgot. You can get the Hog Rider at way early, actually, Arena 4. So I would say everything in this deck, for the most part, it has potential to wreck face. Freeze, when you get freeze again, freeze is pretty standard. Yeah, it's Arena 4 as well. Yeah, so everything in this deck literally can be used at an early arena and be quite aggressive. There are certain decks that are used later on as you go throughout the arenas that you might have to be afraid of. Some of the heavier pushes like a Prince or even a Giant, you know, followed up with some AoE can be pretty devastating with this particular deck. Pretty much any kind of AoE is nasty. But if you can quickly get those attacks out and freeze, you'll do chunks of damage to that Hog Rider. Another thing too is if you know they have a lot of AoE, they have a wizard, they have, you know, some arrows or fireball. A lot of times you can kind of throw them off for a loop, so you can pretend you're going to hit the other side instead. So say for instance you're hitting the right side, and they're fireballing you, or they're arrowing you, or they throw out a wizard and it just takes all your troops and you can't do much. Or that damn Tesla, you know, it's annoying. One thing you can do is that you can actually throw some units on the other side to act like you are going to engage on that side. He's gonna dump some elixir down to fight it off. Then you can go ahead and directly attack the right side right after, because you have low cost cards, especially after the 1 minute mark. You're pumping them out. At the 1 minute mark, you can definitely split push a lot more effectively. And he's going to get frantic because he's going to dump more expensive cards to fight off your cheaper cards. And therefore, you're going to have that time, even if he pushes out that left side attack, that deviation, and he pushes towards your tower, those units are going to take time to get to your tower, whereas you're already split pushing on the other side, and you're freezing it and doing whatever you need to do. So there is potential there to kind of counter attack your counters, I guess you would say, but you just have to play very smart. But hopefully you guys will like this deck. I don't even know what I'm going to name it. Super cheap deck. I'm a big fan of Hog Rider and Freeze. You guys know that from my last video. I've been messing around with it, so obviously I'm kind of curious about it. And then I just literally threw everything I could in here. So anything that's cheap. So obviously all these cards down below are not even useful. I could have thrown the minions in, but I decided to go with the skeletons just because they're kind of like a distraction rather than doing damage. So I felt the 1 cost elixir cost would be a lot better than the 3 cost minions. And then we had some goblins for extra damage as well. Anything else though, I didn't really want to throw in there. I mean, I could potentially throw in a bomber, but my whole idea of this deck is to push hard, not to kill off hordes of minions, just to push and freeze. That's the whole point of the Hog Rider and the freeze concept here. I mean, I could have thrown a knight in there potentially, but he's a little bit slow, and his damage is nice, but he's just not so great for the type of elixir card he's throwing out. I'd rather send out the triple or the double archers, you know. It just feels a lot better, in my opinion, or even that, for that matter, the spirit goblins. But yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Later.